I'm Valentine Welch. I've been racing since I was 8 years old. I was kind of doomed to start because my dad grew up racing and I actually learned how to walk at the racetrack. So when he got me a pocket bike at 8, I just happened to be kind of good at it. And it's gone 9 years now, so over half my life. When I was 13, I got on a Yamaha TZ125, a two-stroke, and that was my favorite bike for a while. And then it exploded, so we went to a Ninja 250 because they're basically bulletproof, and I frankly hated it. I thought it was a couch. It was slow, it was not maneuverable. It was a street bike that they made into a race bike, but I got pretty good on it, and at about 16, I decided that I was tired of the Ninja and I wanted to try out a 600. So I actually took out my friend Jose's 600. I got on this bike that was set up for the suspension for a man on power that I'd never even come close to before at Thunder Hill. And the straights were great, and then I slowed down to about 2 miles per hour down in the corners. But I came up over turn 9 and I got on the gas like I would on my Ninja, and the front tire went way up here, and then it came down and went way down here, and I almost killed myself. Like, I had the biggest fishtail I'd had in my life. Like, they actually had to radio it in because it was so intense. And so at that moment, I was like, the 600's great, but I just don't have that kind of control over the bike yet. We heard about the 450s, and it was a happy medium. It combines the chassis and the handling of the 600 with slightly less power because you're going from about 100 to 130 instead of 150 or 160, and that's a lot more manageable for a lot of people because especially these days, a 600, it just isn't an entry-level bike. It's too big, so the 450 solves that problem. I've done probably 6 or 7 race weekends on this bike because this is the first year I raced it. I've done the whole AFM series on this bike. We're probably going to run it through about half of next year before we start testing out the 600. We're focusing more next year on Moto America, actually, so we'll be going to more of those rounds than AFM, but when I'm here, I'll be on the 450. So if we wanted to make this into a 600, it would take maybe half a day of work. We ground off the cam lobes for the number 2 cylinder, and so we would just buy new cam lobes online and put in a spark plug again, and we'd be good to go. There are other bikes where it's really simple, like they actually, you almost just have to push a button. You just have to reconnect the fuel injectors and you're good to go. This past year was the KTM 390 Cup. There have been rumors that it might go to the Yamaha R3s, so basically I'm just going to ride whatever they throw at me.